Hi, it's March 31, 2017, and I just would like to show you my handbag storage and collection at the same time, because some of the handbags have been sold and some of them have been added. So those are the first two cabinets. This is the third cabinet. There's the fourth cabinet. There's a lot of handbags here. And my vintage collection. Okay. And I have another cabinet here. Okay, so hopefully I will have enough time to go through everything. Okay, so yeah, I have a very fast turnover when it comes to handbags. I have sold a lot since the last video I've made. That was January. So basically this is going to be my April. Okay, so this is my classic piece, which is the Hermes Constance Ostrich. It's a vintage piece. It's a 1970s piece. And that is my Fendi Tougers. I'm not sure if it's the medium size or the large size. And I've clipped on my Prada Saffiano scarf keychain over there. And I love this. Okay. And this is one of my newest handbags, which is the Lady Dior. It's not Lady Dior. It's a Christian Dior Le Trente Canage print in red. I've actually made several videos, review videos, so you may want to check that out. It's on my channel. I love this. It's just so gorgeous. Okay. And this is another Christian Dior Le Trente. It's in silver hardware lambskin. And of course I have my Louis Vuitton Emily and M wallet. And I have one of my favorite handbags, which is the large Celine Trapeze calfskin. Okay, so we move on to the second drawer. Okay, so this is one of my latest purchases, which is the Fendi calfskin. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Fendi cuff hair, pony hair. This is a vintage piece. And this is my Tivoli PM. Okay, this is a vintage, oh geez, vintage Dior canvas denim. And this is my Louis Vuitton baggy PM denim. And this is one of my added purchases. This is the Celine Macadam handbag. And of course, my Louis Vuitton Elegy Ideal print. Okay. All-right, so we move on to the second drawer. It's a bit cramped. Unfortunately, I could not display all of them individually because I just have a lot, so it's really cramped. Okay, so all right, so this is a vintage piece. It's from their accessory collection. I just got this last weekend, and it says here, oh jeez, accessory collection over there. This is a very old handbag. Okay, never mind. Okay, all right, recent purchases is this Balmain, Pierre Balmain wristlet. It is quite big, so you can use this as a travel pouch or cosmetic case, or you can just, you know, carry it with you as it is. Okay, Oh no. All right, this is my Giorgio Armani Collezione. The straps are inside. Okay, and this one, this is my Bali handbag, vintage piece. They call it spazzolato. It's in patent leather or glazed leather. Okay, and one of my new purchases, but it's a vintage Bali. I love this. It's a flap bag. And I have, yes, the Max Mara Whitney in small size, in plum. I still have this Philip Lim Fuchsia Mini Pashly and a vintage Nina Ricci handbag in canvas and leather, and my Gucci Jackie O vintage piece, and my Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo in canvas or denim, and another in leather in black. So basically the same style but different material. Okay, so this is my quilted handbag part, and unfortunately my Chanel is over here. Okay, so this is the Chanel Chevron Serpic Flap Iridescent Capskin, and this is a vintage piece. It's in patent croc embossed leather with I think that's lucite or plastic. This is my vintage Gucci, quilted Gucci, and this is another vintage piece. This could be Napa leather or lambskin. Another vintage piece is quilted with a tassel. And this is a BCBG satin evening bag. This is gorgeous and it's very, very heavy. Okay, this is a vintage croc embossed patent leather. This is new in green. It's just a lovely piece. Okay, this is one of my favorite vintage pieces, which is in square quilting, lambskin, and one of my favorites as well, vintage piece, is a Valerie Stevens quilted, and this has a very thick and rich leather. Okay, another vintage piece, and this is my Marc Jacobs multi-pocket quilted handbag. Okay, moving on. Okay, I have this Grayson Italy handbag, and of course my classic first Balenciaga handbag in Rogue Cardinal, and my favorite handbag in my collection, which is the Barry Kieselstein cord trophy bag. See, it has protective feet over there. And this is one of my latest purchases. It's the Bali handbag soft pebbled leather. This is very light and super soft with a touch. Okay, and this is my Tod's D. I forgot the name. It's Tod's D Boletto. No, it's Tod's D Restyling, something like that. It's very big. And this is my Ferragamo Marisa bag. I have never used this. Okay, so moving on to the third cabinet. I hope we will have time. There's just a lot of handbags. So mostly this section is for my vintage ones. Except for this is like an Alma type. It's an Arcadia. It's an Arcadia. You can get them in TJ Maxx for the new one would cost you $200. It's in patent leather. It's beautiful. Okay, and this is a square. I can't even take them out. Okay, so this is a maroon vintage leather vintage bag. This is a Vicky original vintage bag. I will do a separate video later on. And this is another Parisian handbag. It's called Chic de Paris. I love this handbag. Okay, and this is a vintage Saks Fifth Avenue. I love this. And one of my recent purchases as well, it's a vintage, I think it's a Sheldon original in lizard print. I was told this is a real lizard. So this was probably in the I've been looking at it online, and I think 1920s or something like that. So it's in gorgeous condition. And my favorite suede quilted Paris style handbag. It's vintage. And this is a Gare ruffled. This is a genuine snakeskin. This is a genuine Carlos Fiori patchwork genuine snakeskin. It's an Italian vintage bag. And this is an English by Jane Shelton lambskin, super soft. And I have got a classic. It's a Lou Taylor. It comes with a mirror and a thing over there. Okay. Alright, so we move on to this. I have this ostrich embossed. I think this is real because you could see the quills and the bumps. You could feel them. Okay, it's a vintage piece. And one of my favorite saddle bags is a croc embossed vintage Italian Francesco Biascia. And this is gorgeous. It looks like Versace. And this is a vintage a patent leather, a croc embossed. It's called Vintage Mackay. Oh, Magda Mackay. And of course, this one is a stunning handbag I got in Naples, consignment shop. Okay, and this is a vintage with a lucite. Etra is really nice. And this is called, it's an Italian clutch. It's called Bagheera. And I think this is a vintage. It's not a real one. I just it is a good dupe though. But it's a vintage thing. It's not a Lejeune thing. It's not a real Louis, but it's a Louis Vuitton inspired. Okay, this one is a croc embossed vintage piece by Robert Bastian. And here's another one. I love this. It's by Perlina, New York, Italy. And this one is an Etienne Egner. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. And this is a vintage Stepan Italy bag. And this one is a lovely piece by Corette. Corette handbag, they actually designed some of the Gucci and Givenchy styles. So this is a very, very well made handbag, and it's new. Well, when I got it, it was new, and I have never, you know, these vintage bags are just here in my collection. Okay, moving on. Yes, I had to move my Louis Vuitton Epi GM Noe over here because there's no space over there. Okay, and this is a genuine sheepskin. It's not a Bottega, it's a genuine sheepskin handbag. It's very light. And this is, oh jeez, and this is a Francesco Biaggia. It has a Tano or a Balenciaga style of you know, woven thing, and the long tassels. Okay, so basically this is my Coach corner, but I've added Dooney and Burke here. Okay, so this is, okay, I just got this. This is, I use this at the gym. Okay, so I can just drag it. Okay, so there you go. And this is I love this. The color is very summer. It's a Dunyanburg flap small bag. And oh geez, okay, how am I gonna get these things out? Okay, my favorite Ted Lapidus wallet. And I have Barney's New York. I have Coach wristlets here, over here. And this is what's this? Cavalieri. This is genuine leather too. Okay, and I have another Coach wallet here. Just some random pieces, and I just love those. Okay, oh, get it. Okay, all right, and this is a wallet, another Coach wallet that came with my Sadie handbag. Okay, my red Coach. And then most of my Coach bags are, this is a vintage Sonoma pebbled grained leather made in USA. And this is another Coach bag, another Coach bag. And this is one of my favorite pieces. It's a vintage Coach. It's made in the USA. And I have two Coach bags here, vintage, just the regular flap. Is that flap or messenger? And the Willis or Wilson, Willis handbag over there. Okay, all right, so this is my Balenciaga. Because it's too big, I had to transfer it here. It's the Balenciaga whistle bag, and I have the dust bags over there. Yes, I do launder my dust bags. Okay, so this is my Glitterati vintage bag section. So this is a vintage Walborg suede. Okay, this is a nice vintage handbag. This is a vintage Saks Fifth Avenue tortoise shell with a tassel. Okay, this is just these are just some figurines. Okay, and I have a vintage clutch here. It's pretty croc embossed with very intricate detailing there. And this is from my mother-in-law. This is from England, from Welsh, England. From Welsh, sorry. Okay, this is a Croton. Oh no, it's an Oraton. It's not Whiting Davis. This is Whiting and Davis. Okay, and these are my Paloma Picasso handbags. There's one. Oh no, there's two. The chain here it's over here. It's just a lovely chain. And there's three, and there's another one, four. Okay, and this is my favorite handbag when I go out. It's a French. It's like a. Oh jeez. What's the name? It's Hervé Chapelier, Paris. Okay. Okay, some of my coffee table books. I have more over there. Okay, so let me. Okay, so this is the last. I have so many handbags here. Okay, so this is a Taos or a Taos handbag. It's big, and it's ideal for like a diaper bag. Oh shoot! And this is a vintage Furla. This is not vintage. It's Furla, Italy. And this is another Dooney and Burke print. It's very, very light. It's very nice. This is a vintage Dooney and Burke. Okay, so this is a Kate Spade. This is the only Kate Spade in my collection, and I find that Kate Spade bags are not really well made. This is my third one, and they always break. I don't know what's happening to them. Dooney and Burke, however, they're very sturdy. This one is a Dooney and Burke. And this one is a just an eclectic, you know, I collect handbags, so. Okay, these are my vintage Ferragamos. This is the Gansini style. Another one, they're all in Saffiano, the two of them, and this one. Okay, this one is, I found this at the, I paid $25 for this. It's a dupe one, but a really good dupe. It's And it smells like real leather, so I just, I just bought it. Okay, all right, so there you go. We have here, if you this is a very cute mustard yellow. It's a denier bag. That's my Lulu Guinness handbag. This is my Timothy Bucket Hitzman bag. This is my fall quilted leather vintage Koshki handbag. And this is vintage Enso Angliolini. It's a very tiny bag. And another handbag here with vintage. And another vintage bag here. This is not vintage, it is Via Spiga. And oh dear, I have a lot of tidying up to do. This is a vintage Etra. This is a vintage Garay. These are two 18 Igners. I love this. This is something that my aunt would wear. But this is a new one. It's never been used. It's a vintage piece. And this is, the color is like olive. This is another vintage piece. And I have another patent leather vintage bag. And I have a vintage Mark Cross canvas bag. And what are these? Just a Brighton thing. And this is just a tiny, yeah. So there you go. Okay, bye.